Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Mm, yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Mm,
Hello?
hello? Hi? Hello? Can you hear me? I, I don't understand why this topic refuses to be addressed. Though. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I think everybody can hear you guys, but for some reason, nobody can hear me. For some reason, nobody can hear me. I don't understand why. Hello?
Is Rachel on the line? Yes, Rachel Yankee, not you. Oh, you're both in Yankee, but not you, Phoenix. Rachel, the other Rachel. Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. Oh, hello, darling. Hi.
I don't understand why you people cannot hear me.
Oh, that is not good.
I don't understand why people cannot hear me. Uh,
People, can you hear?
I can hear.
Log back in. Let's all log out. We'll log back in. If
Okay.
we do, then we'll do it with you. But I don't know if you can hear us either. She's not typing anymore. She's not typing it. Oh, she'll type it down. She'll type it down. She'll type it on the
I can hear you. I just don't know why nobody can hear me. What is going on? Hello? 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 Hello?
Who's causing this one then? People that will not want to be village witches, they don't come. But they left. Richard, wait. The topic does not want to be discussed.
Hello?
Huh?
Hi? Hello? Can you hear me? I do not understand why this is not working. I really do not. Hello? Hello? Can you hear? Yes, can you hear me? Oh, good God. I don't understand what's happening. I haven't changed it since Friday, but it just stopped. Oh, hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Talking Drum. It's a lie. The village people will not win. They cannot win. Oba! Uh-uh. All the evil people that were doing Manchester the way they were doing, they cannot do it today. No, 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 no. It will not work. It will not work. Oh my God. Hi, Rachel. How you doing? You say, it's the topic was fighting and fighting and fighting, but to be honest, that topic is just lying. It's just doing his own thing. So it's all lies. Anyway, let me introduce the topic to the listeners. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Talking Drum. Today on 24th of May, it is getting closer to a bank holiday for us in the UK. So it's a pretty good run up to the weekend. Tonight we are discussing women in the workplace and should employers be more accommodating. The number to call in if you're dialing from the UK is 033 998 1261. If you're dialing in from the US, it's 712 770 4032. And from Nigeria, it's the local number. You'll be dialing 1 440 5024. In all of these instances, you need the access code, which is 264812. And you can join us, give us your own opinions and your thoughts, and we'll be happy to listen to you. So, ladies, let's get this show started. Women in the workplace, it's a lie. It's a lie. They have been fighting us discussing it. Oh God! So the suffragettes did it hundreds and hundreds of years ago, where they got us equal rights to vote, and to also be allowed to complain if we don't get orgasm, because well, it's not just man that is supposed to be getting it. Um, but we've moved on donkeys since then, and now women are in the workplace, and we want to know if employers should be making accommodations for women in the workplace. So new mothers, and if you're breastfeeding at work, can you bring your children to work and various things like that. So let's start with the basic question: should employers make allowances for women, i.e., mothers, in the workplace? Let's start with you, Nkiru. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Rachel? What do you think? Mm. Okay, so what should happen in instances where a company employs someone, and she gives birth to a baby? This is someone who maybe before she went off, she's been working, I don't know, 12-hour days extra. These are extra hours over what they should be doing. They put in all this time and effort and everything, and then they finally go away and have a baby, come back, and maybe what they want is for you to be making allowances for them to either maybe be able to go breastfeed their baby. If they live nearby, they want to go home, be able to breastfeed their baby and everything, and maybe come back to work and finish up, or they want something else completely different. Why shouldn't they? I mean, shouldn't there be some that I mean, work should not take away from your whole personal life, or what do you think? Yes, I can. Mm, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, Right. Okay. So you're saying that equality, we should, because we fought for equality, then we should get exactly the same as the men. And why aren't men also asking for special uh treatment? But when you think about it, really, the because we're asking for equality doesn't then completely negate the fact that we are women. We're the ones that carry life. So essentially, whether we like it or not, there will be some impact to our life when you have a baby. It's not so much. It's not so easy or that straightforward with men. With men, they are more. They don't have to carry the baby. They don't have to be there during the birth. So I suppose they impact, exactly. They don't have to breastfeed, so they're impacted a lot less, which would make sense. But you know, so, and then the other thing as well is society. Okay, so this part is one I'm trying to understand now. We say we want equality, and whether we get it in workplace or not. What I want to understand and what I'm not sure about is where does that then leave everything else that a woman is supposed to be? So we want equality, we want to be treated the same way as a man, but in reality, we can't quite be that way. We still have to be mothers. We still have to raise good children. We still have to be able to feed our family and take care of them. So where does that leave women then if we get this equality and it's all absolutely the same as men? Where does that leave us? Mm, 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 right. Okay. Mm, yeah. Mm, okay. Okay, so that segues nicely into that issue. That's thing that came up last week, the story that came up last week about the makeup artist who had explained to the woman who she was working for that day that she's a recent mother, so she's going to bring her baby into work with her to come and do her makeup. Now, it's makeup that you're doing. You're not. She's not performing surgery. She's not running heavy machinery. Um, she probably doesn't even have the baby in the other hand. But either way, in that kind of case, should that be allowed in a situation where you know the woman has already told you beforehand, "I'm going to bring my baby." You've been informed formally. You didn't disagree, but then she gets there. You now kick off, "Oh, I don't want a child here." Blah 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 blah. I mean, how inconvenient is that? Yeah. Hello, Rachel. Yes. Oh, hello, Melissa. Hi. Sorry. Oh, hello. Hi. No, Melissa. We would actually love to hear from you. Can you tell us what your thoughts are? Should employers be making allowances for women in the workplace? Right. Okay. So what about the case of um the woman wants to she's willing to work the amount of hours she's supposed to work on a daily basis or weekly basis, but she just needs that time to be juggled around so that she can have time to do the school run or go breastfeed or something and come back, or just something like that, or even flexi working, being able to do some days working from home. I mean, it might be that nobody else works those hours, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we understand that there can't be a blanket rule. So what about employers um who then look at a mother who's just had a baby and decide that actually, we don't think you fit into this company's uh vision anymore because you can no longer do the 70 hours a week you were doing before you had a child. In the UK, anywhere really. I know that okay, there's employee laws and employer laws and working laws and everything else, but companies can find ways around it. They're big companies that can find ways around not accommodating any request at all from. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Hi. We've just had one more call on the phone. Hello, Taiwo. Welcome and thanks for joining us. I don't know if you know the topic we're discussing. Hi. Um, so we were just talking about women in the workplace and if employers should be making allowances for them. So Taiwo, if do you think employers should be making allowances? If a woman said that, okay, if they new mothers in the organization and they're like, okay, we want to be having that small meeting room in the corner during the break time to go and pump breast or breastfeed the baby and go and get them from the creche downstairs. Should they even have a creche? And it's just really trying to understand how much allowances should employers make? Mm, Is it? Is it? It's legal that you can. So you can. Wow. Oh, wow. You learn something for you to express. Okay. Oh. Oh. I did not know that. Ah. Okay. So, Ikiru, say you want to continue having babies, then so you can get. Yeah. Have another one. Okay. So the second part of this for me, or the key part for me, is we understand that employers don't necessarily have to make allowances, and there's some things that they're legally obligated to do, and the rest of it is all down to just what you can cajole out of your employers, which is great. The second part is the home life. So let's say that, okay, your employer does allow you to breastfeed or to express at work, and you're able to express, and someone picks up the milk, or you can give it to your baby, or you can go to the creche and do all of that stuff. How does that then affect the personal life? Because basically, you don't really get a chance to actually spend time with the baby. You're almost going to be constantly on the move. Okay, you rush to go and give the baby food and breastfeed and whatnot. It isn't a proper, mother baby time, is it? I mean, what do you think? How do you think that can possibly affect the mothers, or even their personal life, the family's personal life, if they take that time out? Mm, okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Wow. Really? So what's the length of time then? Wait, what do you mean you don't have maternity leave? What? Oh my God, really? Oh wow. Four weeks. 4 weeks. That's no. Ah, I, wow. Wow. So, we are. Taiwo, you were going to say, mm, okay. So, ladies, Taiwo was going to say something. So, Taiwo, let's hear from you. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot more expensive to live in Switzerland. Okay, you feel bad for the Swiss screw. What about the Americans? What what about the Americans? Ah, so well, well, single mothers are screwed then. Okay, so wait 1 second. This is what I was going to say. Hello, sorry. I think we have someone on the line who there's an anonymous person on the line. Hello. Hi, hi Victoria, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Okay. Mhm. 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 Okay. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's true. Yeah. True. Yeah. True. Okay. So I understand now that it's at discretion of the employer sometimes to juggle what kind of allowances you want to make for your employees. Now, what when it comes to things that are you're actually legally obliged to do you think that this is something that can then impact um I don't know the person's career progression, say? So if they're saying that, oh, you have to make allowances for this person to be able to take a year off, but you know that for you to bring someone else in to learn that role, get them to stay only for a year while this person's on maternity leave, is going to cost you a lot extra. By the time that person comes back, do you think this is something that would could possibly affect their career path, and how often do you think that happens? Yeah. Okay. What is true? True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand. So, just like our anonymous caller. I'm sorry, it's not Melissa. It's the last person, Victoria. I do apologize, Victoria. So just like Victoria, I don't have any children either. However, tomorrow I am actually going to be working from home. I work in investment banking. Well, I say investment. I work for a financial tech company. Um, but I can work from home. And tomorrow I'm working from home because I need to help my sister out to go pick up her kid. Now, my excuse could have been something different. It could have been I need to, in the afternoon, I need to go to the funeral, so I don't want to be traveling in from work. Hence, I need to work from home and things like that. Now, other parents might be other people at my workplace can get time to work from home because their kid is ill or something like that, but I don't have anything that grand happen often, so I sometimes will just decide that I want to work from home because I want to work from home. I don't want to I feel like tomorrow I want to work in my pajamas, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Now, why do you think that my request should be taken any less seriously in comparison to the ones who have parents who need to be at home with their sick child, or who's had the school closed because some flasher was in front of the school flashing them his Johnny welcome, so they've locked the school and you have to quickly go and pick them up and things like that. Do you think that my request as a non-parent should be taken any less seriously? Okay, even though I okay, mm, okay, okay, cool. So, Melissa, what is the law around flexible working, either for parents or otherwise? Is there anything around that? Okay, right. Okay, really? Okay, okay. True. Taiwo, I have a question for you. As the only man on the call, I want to know, if you go to your employer and say, "Oh, right, well, I have my kid for the weekend, or I'm taking my son out to so and so, I'm taking my children out to this and this and that, so I kind of need to have the next 2 days off and stuff like that." Do you think that they look would they look at you differently because you're a guy and they're thinking, well, why do you have to be the one to do the school run or whatever or things like that? How what's the response? Are men treated slightly different when they have to take requests for to go and take care of their child? Hmm. Okay. But did you get to take any paternity leave when your kid was born? I don't know if it was in effect then, but did you get to take any paternity leave? Ah, right. Okay. We we have we have on the call the father of the show, the baritone, Dolapo. Hi. We're good. We're good. Hi. Yep. Hello, the voice. you join you joined at a perfect time because we understand a little bit of the maternity laws in the states, a little bit of Switzerland, the UK, but we don't know what it's like in Canada when here in UK you can take up to a year off if you have a baby as maternity leave. What's the allowances in Canada? Yes, I know your children. Your children are way grown now. They're college-bound babies, but it's try and think back. Mm, yeah. Ah, okay. So is that the same thing we have here, Melissa? Is that the same thing that we have here as well? The shared parental leave. Mm, right. Okay. Really? Okay. Okay. He definitely was. Victoria, he was not working from home. I believe that. Wow. So another reason not to be working from home. So what? It's true that 18 months. Yeah, because it costs. Mm, true. Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, okay, go ahead, Olapo. See, that was just getting. Yeah, I'm here. That was just. Mm, mm, Right. Okay. Yeah, I suppose the other thing as well is when laws like this gets made, it's always focused on a minute part of the statistics of those people that would actually be affected. So if a million people are going to be affected, they're really only focusing on laws that has come, that really applies to maybe about 20,000 of them, and it's no one ever thinks about how much flexibility can you have, and can you possibly even please everyone else, but laws just get introduced. Now, there's something that, oh wow, we've only got 6 minutes left, and I thought we were never going to have enough time to, we weren't going to have enough to cover in this topic. But one of the things that I actually wanted to understand was, when it comes to, society has said that a woman can, she can't, she can have it all or she can't have it all. There's this job, there's this belief that women are still meant to be mothers. They're still meant to raise great children, but still have amazing careers and everything else. And this whole employers making allocations for them, I wonder the other part of it, just how much the family sacrifices and what the impact could possibly be. Because as much as we'd like to say we're super women, we're not. Personally, I'm not, because I don't have any children. But what kind of impact, how could this possibly impact their personal life, the need to kind of be, um you know do the work full time, make a lot of money, and still raise children. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh wow, sorry, I said 6 minutes, 60 minutes. I thought we're doing an hour show. Man. Okay, so now this part that I want to try and understand is, when you now have a situation where you're a working parent, both parents are working, whether you're a single parent or not, you're working. Your child is being looked after by the childminder. I don't know if this applies to anybody on the call here, but do you at any point in time feel guilty about leaving your children with the nanny or childminder or something like that? So Melissa, you're a mom of three, right? Now, I was saying that, do you feel guilty at all about, le- taking your children to the nanny, or, but how do you cope with that? So, okay. Right. Okay. So if you had the chance, sorry, Rachel. You were saying? Right. O- Okay. So what about the men then? I don't know if this applies, if it's the same, but do you feel like as if you could spend more time with your children, or you're all good with them kind of being away at daycare or something? Mm. True, true, true. True. Okay. Um. So. Mm, mm, which girl for where? Okay, so this comes down to a crucial part now, or rather, what I think is the crucial part is: do you think you then have enough time to impart lessons and wisdom in your children so that they know best? Because okay, I don't know if you ever see this these videos that go around sometimes, the social experiments that they do sometimes, where they'll be chatting to a 13-year-old girl and see if she'll meet up with some random person she met online, or if they'll believe someone who pulls up and says, "Oh, hi, you're Danny, aren't you? Your mom said to pick you up, blah blah blah," and they get in the car. So, do you ever feel that okay, you you then get enough time to impart this life lessons in the children if you're working all the time? Because now, yeah. So you think that having chores and structure and things like that, and being made to be accountable for various aspects of their life, makes them a lot more responsible. Means that they learn a lot more about life in general. Mm, yeah, everything. Mm, okay. Okay, go ahead, Olapo. Ah, oh my god. Yeah. Well, she'll be. Mm. Ah. Father hen, I cannot believe it. You can't just let her do. You can't replace her. You can't replace her. But oh my god. Exactly. She's 19, you know. I should probably make it worse, Dolakwa, by saying she's probably dating. Ah, ah, eh, mm. They're grown kids. I I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think you're just saying that to make yourself feel better. I just, I, no, we don't agree. Exactly. She's been there. She's done that. It's all story to her. She understands. When it's a lie. She knows. She knows. She does. Okay, that's true. Okay, so um, that I'm sorry, the last part has made me forget what I was going to say. All this father hen stuff of offering with the children. What is it? A helicopter parents? Okay, maybe you're not quite helicopter parents, but isn't that what they call them? Helicopter parents, the ones that hover. Is it not? Which ones are helicopter parents again? Ah, okay, okay, it's not that. Okay, okay, it's not that. Okay. Or the ones that actually write to tell you exactly what to write on the application, they'll fill it out for you. All you just need to do is sign it. They'll choose the courses you're going to be doing at university and college. Really? Yeah, but what age are they at the moment? They're probably at that age, mate. Yeah. So you probably. Yeah, 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 but okay. Okay. You, mommy, I think that's what they call cheating. They are supposed to be the ones to do it. They're supposed to. Exactly. Of course. True. Okay, so this brings me to a curious question. Um, what about people that choose not to have children? So, okay, so you decide now that actually, you know what? Society might tell you that, yeah, this is what you do when you get to this age, you have children and everything. But you decide that actually, you know what? I want to, be a director by the time I'm so age. So I don't really want to have children. Or plus, I kind of like having to return, the my nieces and nephew or my godchildren or something like that. So technically, I'm good. I don't want to have any. I mean, what about people that choose career over children? Not necessarily family, because they might still get married, but they might just not have children. Mm, yeah, true. Okay. So, right. Okay. So if let's say one of your daughters, this is just hypothetical, in the future comes to you and says, "Mom, I don't want to have children." How do you think you'd handle that? Sorry? Really? Mm, of course. Mm, yeah. True. So, but then, like what you were saying about women being judged differently to men, one of the things is that even if you then end up having children and you also have an amazing career or something like that, you get judged for your child for the sins that your child commits. So if your child ends up getting arrested for drunk driving or whatever, it's the mom that gets blamed for it. It's because you were a career woman. That's why it doesn't matter that you have seven children and six of them are absolutely perfectly great children, but obviously there's one that just needs to test your freaking patience. So that was got it. Mm, yeah. I think that's a start. It, I don't think it's cultural. I think it's or something like that. Or you see them on the news when they're talking about it, even for people from the Western world, it's always you always say, how can the mother say that they didn't know they had that kind of horrible child? It's always the mother. They always say, why did the mother not know that their child was like that? In pretty much every case of known famous criminals, when people are complaining and talking about it, it's always the mothers. It's like, how can you not know you had a child that was like that? Okay. Mm, 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 mm. But um, oh my god. So I will see your life. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh, so sweet. Me too, I want to start a new job. Dolapo, sure you call me. That's what Tony. No, it's not even like that. He's not even calling me like that. I'm saying you should call me to check if I'm okay, if I need a ride home, help me book cab. I would, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that's good, and I can understand that. I can completely understand that, and I suppose that's one of the toss up is that it's very easy for I suppose it's very easy for parents to believe that okay, being able to give your children the good life and send them to private school is maybe more important than the fact that you can take them, you can surprise them and take them on a picnic or something like that. um is a lot more important. So because that's part of what society has conditioned us to believe, is that doing well and raising your children happens to be being able to give them something amazing. Mm, okay. Yeah, I suppose that's the other thing. That's why I was kind of asking about, is there any sort of guilt when you feel like you have to leave them? Maybe you think you want to spend more time with them and things like that. And even if it's just right down to being able to afford to do some things with them, go on family holidays at a certain time and stuff like that. Um, it's all kind of the same thing. Mm, mm-hmm. Maybe. Uh, no, that is not on at all. Ah, ah, look at you. Ah, look at you. Dolapo, just look at you. Eh? See, Dolapo, you see what you have caused now. That means it doesn't matter what happens. It's a problem. It's not the same. You still have to worry about them being there. Mm, you still took them. Ah, your wife is listening. You're just in trouble. Mm. dollar pump. I feel like you had a nightmare, drink holy water. Oh yeah, it's all fine now. Oh, this one. Ah, okay. I can't believe you. That's the other that's the other thing as well. I think that's the impudence to come and be taking all the things that women do to manipulate men. How can you? How can you even? Well, you mean because she doesn't send like that? Exactly. You'd be leaving them and going on holiday. Just mm, eh? Okay. Oh. Nah, that's just absolutely ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I know there mothers that do that. Even fathers. It's one of the reasons why when a baby is born, there's a chemical that's released into the father's brain to make them a lot less masculine, and almost kind of fall in love with the baby, which is one of the reasons why they can allow to share their wives with the baby, because the wife will be breastfeeding, she's maybe not able to start having sex for the first few weeks and things like that, and it's this whole chemical thing that gets released. So I think biology and nature had already anticipated that this was going to be the case of this. People will be jealous in each other when the children comes. So it's made it possible that maybe when a child comes, you're able to adjust not just mentally but physically as well. Your body is made to adjust. So I'm not surprised at all. His own was the other way. His own was the other way. He was like, oh my babies, I'm never leaving them alone. Ah, you only care. Only you want them more. Taiwo, are you anything like that at all, or your own is just okay? The kids are fine. Eh, so you're cool. But then, don't you think it's also because it's a boy? Because I think parents, especially fathers, are a lot more protective of their daughters. You don't want them to date until they reach the age of 30. So basically, as far as you're concerned, they are virgin until the day even after they've married and had children, they're still virgins in the father's eyes. That's what his daughter is like. You don't want to believe any of that stuff about your daughter. There's no such thing as they know boys. They don't, they all of that stuff does not reach them. So, and they're a lot more protective. And I think it probably has to do with the sex of the child as well. And you think it's up for. Exactly. You definitely did. Okay. s- So we've talked about the yeah. I don't know about that too. Okay, so we've talked about what the other side of um what it might be like if ambition and children, well, not ambition per se, but more kind of like being at work with your children and everything. There's this specific scenario that I want you guys to weigh in on. So there is a makeup artist um who she was employed for a specific job. She had sent an email to the person that employed her to say, yes, I can confirm I will do this, blah blah blah, at that date. However, I have to inform you I'll be coming with my newborn baby, and also I will be bringing my nanny along with the baby. So if you can, just to let you know, that was obviously maybe weeks before the person actually showed up. She finally showed up for the job, arrived, and the woman was like, "No, I don't want any baby here and everything like that." She was essentially asked to leave. Now, two different things. First off, we know that obviously, in that kind of scenario, this is someone that is self-employed. You've employed them to do a specific job. They've told you that, okay, yes, I'll take on this job. This is what my scenario is going to be like, blah 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 blah. And you didn't say no, you didn't disagree, you didn't do any of that. You let the person show up, they arrive, and then you're saying, oh, you can't have a baby here, blah blah blah, and you tell them to leave. Now, in that kind of scenario, I need to understand exactly what would you do if that was one, if you were the person who was one, the makeup artist, and you've notified this person beforehand, what would you do in that scenario? Mm, Mm, okay. Right. Okay. First off, about that part about if she had a nanny, why was she even carrying the baby there? I don't understand that shit. That's I think I don't even know. I think that's a Nigerian thing. I think that's Nigerian people. Yeah, the whole point of having a nanny is you leave the person in the house. So that's a different matter altogether. Now, so Melissa, are you in agreement with this? Mm, mm, yeah. Okay, cool. So now let's say the roles were reversed. Let's say that you are the makeup artist and try and come up with the reason why you would need to bring both your nanny and the baby, what you would do in that scenario. Mm, yeah. Mm, 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 yeah, yeah, so true. Wha- Yeah, sympathy. Yeah, but what I don't understand is, she said okay she's gonna bring the child. So what she didn't say in there is if this woman accepted beforehand or not that she could bring her child. First off, me as a professional, I wouldn't even do that. My child is either at home or I'm working. So there can't be that whole divided attention thing that can't work. Secondly, what I'm now trying to understand is someone booked a job and said blah 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 blah. Can you do this? And you say yes, I'll do the job. You've booked it, you've agreed. Um, you then did now confirm. You now told that person I'm going to bring my child, but you didn't confirm. You didn't say okay, is it okay? They didn't come back and tell you yes, so bring your child. I'm fine with that. And then you now arrive there and they say we can't accommodate them. There's a nanny there. Why can't you say go and sit your ass in the car or get on the cab? Go and sit in my Mr. Biggs, let me do your makeup. All this, oh, you can't accommodate my child. I'm trying to understand how that actually factors into it. Because it's as simple as saying, okay, oh, nanny is there. It's not like as if they, I don't even understand. I don't even understand some people. Sometimes I just finish for Nigerian people. Yeah. That I don't agree with that. True. It is. It is. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. True. You be smelling poop. Oh my god. Okay. So again it comes down to how some people require society to feel like as if you did them a favor by having a child. I've always maintained that, and I still maintain this, that the child benefit system in this country needs to be revamped. If you have one child and you fall out of work and you need help raising that child and everything, that's fine. And while you're on benefits, or even after that, you have baby number two, okay, you only then get half of the entitlement to child benefit for if you have baby number two. Now, if by this time you haven't learned to close your legs, to use contraceptive, to say no, to understand the fact that the pull out system never freaking works, and you now have baby number three, and where the council house that the house that no, it's not even a council house. The house that the council is having to pay for her to live in with her six kids is a house that is worth £1,000,000. So a million thousand, £1,000,000. See my currency. £1,000,000. The house is worth £1,000,000. It's one of those townhouses that is on three levels, and the council is paying for it because she has six children. I can't remember how much they said she was getting a month, maybe up to like £3,000 or something ridiculous like that for a month because you had six kids and you couldn't close your legs. Why should my tax money, other hardworking parents who stopped it too, or who are raising their own children with their own money, should be paying for you to keep opening your legs and keep popping out children? I think if it's one child, you should get maybe full child benefit to kind of help you out. By the time it gets to two, it should be reduced to half. If you have baby number three, that's it, you're on your own. You feed that baby with air or whatever. Do you know? Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. Mm, of course. Yeah, we know the higher brackets are the problem, but there isn't actually anything um in the legislation right now that allows that to be that makes it easy for that to be identified and to be curbed. So it requires money, it requires government to spend money to be able to find these people. That's the reason why they get away with it. That's the reason why there's such a huge they can get away with cheating the HMRC out of that amount of tax. Mm, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I can. I do think there needs to be. You can't keep enjoying the shuku part of it, and then you now just pop out a baby and you expect. And the other thing as well is it's not they now say that, oh well, you know the government, they make it feel like as if it's now the government's responsibility to take care of it. That's the part that really gets to me, is that you didn't you know when you were doing this, oh well, what am I supposed to do? My children are going hungry and everything, and make you feel like as if it's your responsibility to raise their child for you. If you cannot afford to raise a child, do not have a child. Simple. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no politics. No politics. It will never finish. We will never leave this place. No politics. All right, okay. Okay. Well, I think we're almost at the end of the show. We've got 5 minutes left. Wow. Okay. We've done a little. We've done slightly out of the way of the topic, but I think they're all things that were relevant to it. Right down to Dolapo, the Joseph. What's the? Is it the dream? Is it Joseph that was the dreamer, or was it yeah, Joseph, the one with the coat of many colors? The dream. Yes. Right down. How is he doing you? Like the work was not enjoyable. Oh my god. They have arrived now. Let them grow up and leave home. Oh gosh. Funny enough, there's this comedian, Gina Yashere. She's a British comedian, but she's living in the States right now. And she was talking about when how she was so excited when she was going to be leaving home to go to uni and everything, and she was kind of like, oh my god, mom, I'm gonna go to uni, I'm gonna go to uni. And then she was now saying, oh, that the day she left, that she was just like, oh, my mom was like, ah, my darling, I'm going to miss you so much. I'm going, yeah, you take care. Oh, I miss you. Be careful. Oh, I miss you so much. That she said, oh, bye, mom. And she just left. And that the minute the door closed, all she was just hearing was all these dead bolts that was just locking. Pa, 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 slam. Lock, padlock, slam, everything, lock it. Yeah, 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 I lock everything. And she's like, what? She's like, bye bye, you. And she can't come back again. So I think that's what Taiwo's wife, Taiwo, that's what the Lakwa's wife is going to do. The minute the kids are finally said we're getting our own apartments, yes, the minute they finally say we're getting our own apartments, she just lock everything up, change the locks, take the keys, everything. Of course now, of course now, she turned their rooms into spare rooms. Okay, well, we've got 3 minutes to go. The show has been really great. Thank you so much for calling in, guys. Wow, we will definitely be back on Friday to discuss Apricot Hour. As we do now, we like to set the world right, add a little bit of gossip and everything. So if you just start signing off slowly and say good night to everyone out there, let's start with Tyrell. Say good night. All right. Inkiru, you still there? Inkiru, you still there? Are you on mute? Ah, okay. Um, Rachel, say good night. Uh oh. Rachel, looks like she's gone as well. Okay. Melissa, can you say good night, please? Good night. Bye. Dolapo, can you leave us with a word of wisdom, please? She's not sharing cake. Oh, she has disappeared to go and do her own birthday by herself. Of course, now. Of course. All right. Well, good night, everyone. And again, thank you for joining us on the show and have a lovely evening. All right. Bye.